So for homogeneous, you can take down these examples. Now I'll just take the next concept, solution of non-homogeneous linear differential equations. Can anybody tell me what is the general format of this? Non-homogeneous means how it will be? You will be having it as f of d into y equal to some phi of x. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If phi of x is 0, it becomes
Homogeneous.
homogeneous. Now here that means phi of x is 0 or not 0. When you are saying non-homogeneous, it is not 0.
Not 0.
Yeah, not 0. So for not 0, you have three cases. That is, phi of x may be, okay, where phi of x. Now, no need to take all the different types of functions. Only for your syllabus, you have three types. Okay, first one is phi of x may be like an exponential format. Exponential means how it will be?
E to the power
kx.
E raised to, yeah, e raised to some term, you can say like in the form ax plus b. So if it belongs to this category, we call it as type 1. Second one is phi of x may be trigonometric. Trigonometric means sine, cos. Actually, there are 6 trigonometric, but for the syllabus, yours, okay, for actually we can solve it only for sine and cos. Same method is not applicable for the remaining 4. Am I clear now with my point? Yeah. So you have either sine of ax plus b or cos of ax plus b, but not tan, cot, secant and cosecant. Okay, that is not considered. So third case, you can call it as x raised to m means in the power of x, maybe like x square, x cube, x raised to 4 like that. Any power of x, or you can say in general, it may be like a polynomial. Polynomial means you may be having like x square plus x. You may be having like 2x cube plus 3x square. Are you getting it? So these three cases, are they all looking similar or all are different? Means these functions all are different type of functions or are they all same?
Different one.
Obviously different. So we have different procedure. Means if you remember like for one particular function, what is the theory to apply, it will be very easy for you. Otherwise it becomes difficult. Okay. So today I'll discuss with the first case. What is that first case? Your RHS part phi of x, in which format it is?
Exponential.
Yeah, it is in the exponential format. It may be like e raised to x, e raised to 2x, e raised to minus 4x, whatever it is. All exponential are considered in type 1. Okay. So actually we are finding the solution of non-homogeneous. So solution of any linear differential equation is given as GS is equal to, I have given you one format. Do you remember? Any linear
CF.
differential?
plus
CF plus
CF.
PI. Okay. So till now what we have discussed, no, till now that can be taken as CF. You know, CF depends on which quantity, which equation we write. Auxiliary equation. And how to write auxiliary? In f
DE.
of in f of d, replace d by m and equate it to 0. Correct? Yeah, depending on the nature, what we have written, no, so we will not write directly as GS, we'll write that quantity as CF in case of non-homogeneous. Now, we will see now how to find PI. This is what I'm going to discuss now. Okay, so you can say here, method of finding PI. Okay, in that I'm taking the first case. Now, whenever you find PI always it is in the form 1 upon f of d into phi of x. Very important. So how it should be taken up? PI means it is particular integral is 1 divided by. So whatever you have no along with y, leave that y, take that entire thing, take entire f of d, take it in the denominator. And what is phi of x? It is a RHS part function. Okay, that's why I told no, RHS part function, if it is 0, no, anything multiplied with 0, the answer becomes 0 over there. This is the standard format. Are you getting it? Whenever you take PI, it is 1 upon f of d into the RHS function. Now, in type 1, what is phi of x? We are discussing the first case. What is the first function of x which is given here? What we have? Phi of x is taking these three forms, no? Tell me which is the first form.
E to
E
the
raised to
power
ax
ax
plus
Yeah,
b.
I'm asking that only. So whenever you have exponential, you have to apply one particular way. This is the simplest among all the three. Okay? Yeah. Now what you have to do, see. So phi of x is this. Therefore, what will be pi? Pi format is what? 1 upon f of d into phi of x, correct? And what is my phi of x in first case? So what I should write in place of phi of x?
E raised
to the
to
power
ax
ax
plus
plus
b.
b.
Yeah, e raised to ax plus b. Now what you have to do is, here, see, this is f of d means there will be terms containing d. Like for example, like this. You may be having like d square plus 1. Am I right? Or it may be have d cube plus d square like this, anything. Then you may be having e raised to some ax. Suppose e raised to ax. Now, what you have to do, here in this f of d, what all the d's, you replace it as d, all the d quantities, replace it as coefficient of x in the exponential. What is the coefficient of x in the exponential?
2.
Here. Coefficient of x. Coefficient means what is attached to x?
A.
A,
plus
right?
b.
So replace d by a. So replace d by a. Like for example, here, suppose if I have it as e raised to x. What is the coefficient of x here now?
X.
1.
1.
One.
Nothing means 1. So what you have to do, you have to replace d by what? 1. Correct. Now two things may happen. So all the d is replaced by 1 means d square becomes 1 square. Correct. No doubt 1 square is 1 only. If it was 2, suppose, you would have replaced it as 2 square. So d is 1 means d square is 1 square, d cube is 1 cube, like that you have to replace. Okay, so this becomes what? D square, if you replace, it is 1 square plus 1. What is the answer?
1 by 2.
1 by 2 into e raised to x. Done. Okay, now here suppose if I have one question like this. D square minus 1 and I have it as e raised to x. So what I have to do now? Again, same way. This is exponential means we have to apply the
1 by
similar
3.
type. No. Just carefully see. If I replace d by, what is the coefficient of x?
1.
1. So if I replace it, what happens?
0.
It becomes 0. So any number divided by 0 is?
0.
Infinity.
Infinity. So if it is infinity, don't replace. Got it? So when you have to replace, when you are getting it as a finite quantity in the denominator, replace it. If you are getting it as a 0 quantity, don't replace it. Now what to do? If it is not to be replaced, I'll just explain in the general format. Are you getting the part? There will be two cases. When you do the replacement, it may not be 0. If not 0, replace, that is the answer. No further simplification. If it is becoming 0, okay, so I'll just write it in the general format. Now do tell me, here we have to replace d by coefficient of x is a. Okay, so here what happens to this? It becomes f of a. Am I right? D I am replacing by a, so it is f of a. Now this I can replace if f of a should be 0 or not 0.
Not 0.
Not 0. Correct? We replaced it when it is not 0. Now, isn't it sometimes it becomes 0? Then, if suppose f of a is 0, then what you have to do for pi is, remember my words are here, multiply numerator by x. Multiply means here, not this side, you should multiply in the beginning only. Multiply numerator by x and differentiate the denominator. What is the denominator? Only denominator, f of d. What is the derivative of f of d? Denoted as? What is derivative of f of x?
1.
1.
No, how you denote derivative of f of x?
F dash of x.
F dash
F
of
dash
x. So
of
what
x.
will be the derivative of f of d?
F dash.
F dash
F
of
dash
d.
of d. Okay, f dash of d and then e raised to ax plus b. Why we are doing this step? If the denominator is becoming 0, you have to proceed like this because you cannot do any other thing. Multiply numerator by x and differentiate the denominator. And one more thing, I'm not taking this as 1 upon f of x differentiation. I'm just differentiating the denominator. Hope you understood. Like for example, come back to this problem. Isn't it? It is becoming 0. Am I right? So if it is becoming, if you replace t by 1, it becomes 0. So what is the procedure? Multiply numerator by x and differentiate the denominator. What is the derivative of d square minus 1? D square derivative is
2D.
differentiation with respect to d, huh? With respect to d. How you would have differentiated x square minus 1?
2D.
2d. So it is not
2D.
with respect to x and all. You should differentiate with respect to d only. And what happens to minus 1? It becomes 0. Correct? Now e raised to x. Now after doing this all part, what we did, if it was becoming 0, we multiplied and differentiated. Again, we have to think of the replacement step. Tell me, d has to be replaced by what then?
1.
1 only. It will not change because exponential function, what is given in the problem will remain the same. Correct? Now, is it becoming 0?
No.
No. So replace it. So it becomes now here x upon 2 into 1 e raised to x. This is the answer. Okay. So I can say this, after writing this, you have to replace d by what? A. Okay. So it becomes x upon, what will you get? F dash. Okay. So you can say d, if you replace it by a, what will you get? F dash of a, no? When to write like this? If f dash of a should be 0 or not 0?
Should be 0.
Not
Not 0. If it is 0, infinity it is.
Not
Not 0.
0. Not 0. Not 0.
Not 0. Now, here in this problem, it is not 0. But some problem, it may again be 0 also, no? Possibility is there?
yes, ma'am.
Yes. So suppose if f dash of a is becoming 0, can you guess what has to be done again?
Double
Multiply by
differentiation.
1 more x. So it becomes x square. And then differentiate the denominator. What is the derivative of f dash?
F double dash.
F
F
double
double
dash.
dash of d. So again, what is the step? After doing this, again replace d by a and so on. Hope you understood the thing. Not to worry, it will be at the most double differentiation, not more than that. Hope the procedure clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we are going to solve some equations. Now here first question is y double dash minus 2y dash plus y is equal to 3 into e raised to x. Now if you see the equation, you can clearly see this is a differential equation because y dash double dash is there. Okay. So this is actually linear. Which order? Y double dash means second order.
Second order.
Second order. So this is a linear second order differential equation. Tell me homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
Non-homogeneous.
It's a non-homogeneous. Clearly you can
Non-homogeneous.
identify it. So that your GS depends on what quantities? CF and
plus
DI, both. Now usually what we prefer, if suppose they have given y double dash or it may be given like d square y by dx square, whatever it is, we'll try to
D.
write in terms of capital D. Yes, that is most important. If you write in terms of D, the theory is explained in terms of D, it becomes easy. So if it is y double dash means what will get?
D square.
D square. So given equation is d square. Actually, y double dash, if you write, it is d square y. Because what we take d square is d square upon dx square. Means we leave y over there. Yeah. Now tell me next part. This is 2 into y dash means
dy.
dy
dy.
plus y equal to 3 into e raised to x. What is the next step?
D square minus 2d plus 1
Yeah,
common is
taking
y.
y common. Yes. D square minus 2d plus 1. Okay, easy step. Don't do mistake. If you plus and minus goes off, everything will be wrong then. Now, isn't it? It is in the form f of d into y is equal to phi of x. Correct? Yeah. Now, first we'll find which quantity, CF or PI. Huh? We have to find CF or PI.
CF.
Yeah, we have. Why you are guessing it or what? Okay, I thought you will tell me in order. This is first we'll find CF and then we'll find PI. So to find
Yeah.
CF, what is the step?
Mode pi 3. Auxiliary equation.
Okay. Auxiliary equation you write down. What is the auxiliary equation? Replace d by m and tell me m square minus 2m plus 1 equal to 0. Am I right? No y should be written. Okay. Take in the calculator. Tell me the values.
M1.
1
Only one value I am getting.
means 1 and 1. Why I have to write 2 times? Why not 3 times? Why I'm not writing 3 times?
Second degree.
Yeah, it is
Second
quadratic.
order, right?
Power is 2 means you will get 2 roots. You will not get more than 2 or less than 2. You should get exactly 2. Got it? Maybe real or complex. No problem. Okay, so which type of roots now?
Equal.
Real and equal.
Yeah, real and equal. Do you remember how to write? Now don't call it as GS. You should write this as specifically CF only. Why? Because this is non-homogeneous. Okay, hope you remember. Last time I told. How to write for now 1, 1.
C1 plus C2x
E raised to 1x.
raised to
1x.
1x.
Yes. Okay, so this is repeated, or you can say equal root. So you should write that root only once. No need to take it again and again. Yeah. This is CF part. Now take PI. What is PI? How to take it? PI is 1 upon f of d into phi of x. Am I right? This is always. So this is 1 upon. Just compare it. What is f of d means? Isn't it this bracket? What is to be written here?
D square minus 2d plus 1.
D square minus 2d plus 1. Yeah, this is to be written in the denominator. What is phi of x?
3e to the power x.
3 into e raised to x. Okay, just make one change. Make it as e raised to minus x. You just write in the question only, you change it to minus x. Don't worry, I'll come back to this question again. Hope you change. Now, is this value going to affect 3? So obviously no, 3 is like a constant, it is out. If you write here or here, it won't matter. And one more thing, you don't write this e raised to minus x here. It is wrong way of writing differential equation. Because this is a function of x and this is a derivative on with respect to x. So don't, 3 can be kept here or here, no problem. But exponential should be kept on the RHS here only. Got it? Till you get rid of all the d. Okay, one more point I forgot. When you take PI, you should get rid of all the d. Means in the last answer, there should not be any d. Okay, keep in mind. Now, here, yeah, this belongs to which case? Isn't it exponential how we do it? If it is exponential, how we do it? We replace.
D by
Yeah,
D
if you
by
want, write in wordings, no problem. Replace d by, what is the coefficient of x here?
minus one.
-1.
-1.
-1.
Yeah. One thing what you need to check, you replace it and check in the calculator. And if it is not becoming 0, you do it. Otherwise, don't
And
write the
one.
step of replacing.
Ma'am, 1.
Is it becoming 0? Sure. 1 means it
No,
is
ma'am.
not 0. Yeah. So how to do it? I'll just write the step. D is -1 means d square will be -1 square. 2 into d is -1 plus 1. E raised to -x. Just check what you'll get. -1 square. How it is 1?
1 by 4. 1 by 4.
Ma'am, 0.5. Sorry, ma'am, 0.5.
1 by 4.
No, don't write 0.5. I want this
1 by 4.
answer. It is 4. Don't make hurry. See, this is what will create problem. Huh? You replace all the d's by -1. Yeah, this is what you are getting, correct? Now, any d is repairing here?
No.
No, that means this is the answer. This is what is called as PI. Okay. Now, after writing this, again, one last step is very important. Students usually forget it. So, examiner will cut 1 mark. What is that step? Nobody remembers?
GS.
GS. Yeah, very good. Therefore, GS is equal to CF plus PI. Again, if you write only this much, they will not give you that 1 mark remaining. What you have to do?
Substitution.
Yeah,
CF
you
and
should
PI.
substitute what CF and PI you have got. No, that should be substituted over here. So here GS means what is the dependent variable that has to be written. Can anybody tell me what is the dependent variable here? This is actually y double dash means d square y by dx square. So this is dependent and x is independent. Got it? Why I'm telling like this? Because sometimes they may give it like this. D square x by dt square. So what is dependent? X. Independent? T. So when you write this last answer, no, in place of GS, you should write the dependent variable. What is a dependent here?
Y.
Y. So write it as Y is equal to CF means what CF you have got, write it. And what PI you have got, write that. 3 by 4 e raised to -x. What is this? This is the required general solution. How you felt the example to be easy? You need to remember the procedure. That is most important. Now write down this. D square minus 2d plus 1 into y equal to 3 into e raised to plus x. Just now I change it. No, let me go back to that example. E raised to plus x. Now here LHS part is same. So can you tell me what will be the CF? CF is going to be the same or different? See here, only I'm changing the RHS. So I'll just skip the term part
Same.
till this
CF is
CF.
same, ma'am.
If LHS is same, CF is also going to be the same. So till this step, no, it is same. So I'll write it directly. How you got C1 plus C2x e raised to x. Done. Now PI. What is PI? How to write PI? 1 upon f of d into phi of x. Am I correct? See, I have written directly. That does not mean you are going to write, leave the beginning steps. Beginning steps are similar like this, huh? Okay. Yeah. So this is 1 upon d square minus 2d plus 1 into, what is phi of x?
3 e raised to x.
Yeah, 3 into e raised to x. Now, what is the coefficient of x?
1.
1.
1. Now replace d by 1 and just check. 1 square is 1. Correct? Minus 2 into 1 plus 1. What is the answer? 0.
0.
So if it
0.
is becoming 0, whether to replace or no?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
So for your understanding, I'm writing this like this. Means don't replace. It is not a step to be followed to write in the exam. Okay. So if it is not to be replaced, what is the procedure says?
Differentiation.
You
Multiply numerator by x.
first go from numerator. Multiply numerator by x and differentiate the denominator. What is the derivative of d square?
2d.
2d minus derivative of 2d
2.
2. Derivative of plus 1
0.
0. Hope you understood the differentiation. It is very simple. Okay. Now again you have to think of replacement. Check what happens if you replace d by again 1.
0.
0 again. So what to do? Don't replace. What to do then? Multiply by 1 more x. So it becomes x square. Now differentiate the denominator. What is the derivative of 2d?
2.
2 minus derivative of 2?
0.
0.
0.
Yeah. Shall I replace now? Shall I replace?
No.
Why? Why?
Yes,
No day.
There is no d at all remaining. So if d is not remaining means no need to replace. What was the intention? Pi should be solved till all the d should be eliminated. Understood the part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know to what extent it will be clear. Okay. Just see. Easily instead of taking calculator and checking with the replace. Okay, let it be. I'll not tell the point. It will create a confusion. Don't want. Is the procedure clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, actually, what I wanted to tell that here roots are 1 and 1, and coefficient is also 1. So obviously, if it is 1 and 1, same root and same coefficient, so those many times you have to go for differentiation. Means coefficient is 1 and this 1 is also root how many times? 2 times. If it was root 3 times, you would have gone for 3 times differentiation. If it was only once, okay, like suppose if the roots were 1, 2 and coefficient was 1. So that time you would have done that only once the differentiation. Okay, leave it. I really don't want to confuse you. Okay, write down the next.
MGS.
GS.
Very good. Then you will not lose your 1 mark. You will get full marks for this, I guess. And this step you can write easily. See, for all the problems, this is your work of writing the GS now. GS is again Y equal to CF plus PI. Only it's a substitution. But they don't hesitate to cut the marks because in the scheme it will be allotted like that. Even we cannot blame the valuators that time, right? Yeah, take it. Tell me homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
No.
Non-homogeneous. So let us first find auxiliary equation. Is what? Am I right? Replace d by m and equate it to 0. Yeah, better solve in calculator and tell me the roots. By this time you should know how to take equation in calculator.
Minus 3, minus 1. Minus 2.
Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. All of you do check. Hopefully same.
Ma'am, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2.
Yes. Order may be anything. It is not like calculator's order. You just write in anyway. So how to write the CF for this? Tell me which is this case. Is it real?
Real and different.
Real and distinct. Yeah. How to write? For each value you should write differently. How to write? C1 e raised to first root into x. Correct?
minus x.
How to write for -2?
C2 e raised to minus 2x.
Yes. And for C3, for -3, C3 e raised to minus 3x. Hope you remember the procedure now. Okay. Now pi. Pi, this is 1 upon f of d, correct? So I have to write the entire thing. Let it be lengthy or whatever it is. Write all the terms. Now, what is this? E raised to x plus 1. So e raised to x as it is. Now what to do with plus 1? We know only the procedure for exponential. What to do for 1? Can you write 1 in terms of exponential?
E to the power of 0.
Very good. Yes. So this is written as e raised to 0x. All of you agree? See, ultimately we want in the form e raised to ax plus b. B is there or no, but I want in the form ax. Is e raised to 0x is 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So 1 can be written in terms of exponential. So if any constant comes, here it is 1. Suppose if I have it as 4. Okay, change the problem to 4. Make it as 4. So how to write then for 4? Guess how to write for 4?
E to
No?
the power 4.
No.
E to the power 4x.
Is e raised to 4x is 4. The answer is here only. Just think how you are writing. I really
And
thought
we are
you
not
knew.
getting, ma'am.
You are not getting it. Can I write 4 as 4 into 1?
4 into
Somebody was saying. Can I write
Yes,
4
ma'am.
as 4 into 1? Now tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
4 into e raised to 0x.
Yes, simple. Okay, good. I took 4. Huh? If it is 1, e raised to 0x. If 9, suppose. If 9 is given.
And e to the power 0x.
9 into e raised to 0x. Okay, hope understood. But how to write for the constant. Okay, now here, what is the coefficient of x for the first term?
1.
1.
Is it the same for the second term?
No.
No, ma'am. 0.
So that means here, can I then what? How to do this? I have to replace d by 1 also and 0 also. Can we do it at once? We cannot.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
cannot.
Yes. Ma'am,
So,
plus sign is there, na?
so what to do with that? You write it as 2 terms. In between there is a plus. Got it? Because no, this is to be operated on this function as well as on this function. Okay. See, for example, it is like 1 upon a plus b is there, and you have here c plus d. So I'm writing 1 plus a plus b into c plus 1 upon a plus b operating on d. Okay, I'm just going to separate. Am I right? You should know why I separated. Because 2 different procedure. D cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 operating on which function? E raised to x. Now, when it is 4 into e raised to 0x, what can I take out?
4.
4 can be taken out. So remaining is d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 operating on e raised to 0x. Yeah, think about it now. What the procedure says, this is exponential. What we have to do? What we have to do? Replace d
Replace
by
with 1,
what?
then replace with 0.
Here it is
1.
replace d by what? 0. Okay. Let us do it for the first term first. All the d's. Now this is d you are replacing it by 1 and all are positive. So is it going to become 0? Surely no. Am I right? This will not change.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like 1 cube plus 6 into 1 square plus 11 into 1 plus 6 into e raised to x. Am I correct with the replacement? Now let me just complete this part. Tell me what is this value? 6 plus 6, 12. 11 plus 1 is also 12. 12 twos are
24.
24. Done. This is for this first term. Now let us concentrate on the second term. If d is 0, what happens to first three terms? 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 0. What remains? Only 6
6.
into e raised to 0x. Clear? Now, this is by 4 by 6 is remaining. 4 by 6 means 2
by
2s are 2 3s are.
2 by
Yeah.
3.
2 by 3. What is the value of e raised to 0x?
1.
1.
1.
I will not write it. Okay, why I have written it? Because we wanted to apply the procedure. Got it? Once it is done, no need to write it as e raised to 0x. You can just write only 2 by 3. Hope the part is clear now. Again, the last step, your duty to write it and complete. Write this, y double dash plus 4y dash plus 5y is equal to 3 sine hyperbolic x. Tell me the equation in terms of d. For y double dash, how to write?
d square y plus
D
4
square
d
y.
y plus 5.
Yeah, 4 dy plus 5y is equal to 3 into sine hyperbolic. Now, we know the procedure
Second type.
for how to write sine hyperbolic x. Do you know what is sine hyperbolic x?
It is in form of inverse, ma'am.
No, it is in the form of exponential.
Ma'am, e raised to plus e raised to minus x divided by 2.
Is e raised to x
So x
minus e raised to minus x divided
to
by.
minus x divided by
Remember
2.
these two, huh? Sine hyperbolic is in between minus, and what is cos hyperbolic?
Plus.
In between plus. So on comparison basis, you remember. Okay. Now this is d square plus 4d plus 5 into y is equal to, I will take 2 out. Hope you understood the step. So if hyperbolic is given here, no, it belongs to again type 1 only. Okay. Now what is the step? Next step. Auxiliary equation. Solve it and tell me the roots. Tell me the roots.
Ma'am, plus or minus
Minus
2y.
2
Minus 2
plus or minus I.
plus or minus I. Hope all are getting same. Anand, what you did? What have you got?
And same answer, ma'am.
Same. Okay. Minus 2 plus or minus I. How? Which type of roots? Real or complex?
Complex.
Complex.
Complex roots. How to write for this? E raised to, what is the real part of this complex number?
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Minus 2x. So you should write e raised to real part into x. Then c1 cos of. What is the imaginary part? What is attached to I? Isn't it 1?
1.
So how to write? C1 cos of 1x plus C2 sine of 1x. Correct? Yeah. Now you write Pi. Pi is d square plus 4d plus 5 operating on. Again, you can see how many functions are there on RHS. There are two functions now. So when you write Pi, it will be splitted up as two terms. So what I will do, I'll write commonly as 3/2 out. And I'll take a bracket like this. Is it okay? And now in between there is a minus, means obviously in between you will get here as minus. Tell me, is the step clear or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Here it is difference of two terms. So we are writing Pi also in the similar format. Tell me, in the first case, D has to be replaced by
1.
1.
1 and D has to be replaced here by
-1.
-1. Do it. Just check what happens. This is 3/2. If you replace D by 1, it is 1 square is 1 plus 4 into 1 plus 5 into e raised to x. And here if you replace D by -1, what happens? -1 square plus 4 into -1 plus 5. Am I correct? Check with the terms. Tell me the value of the first term. 4 plus 1
1
is
by 10.
5. 1 by 10. And what is the value of this term?
0.
Huh? How 0? -1 square is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 minus 4. Simply you are applying or what? Tell me.
1/2 e raised to -6.
1/2 e raised to
Array
-6.
replacement.
This is Pi. Now write the last step of substitution in CF and Pi as GS. One example, you can take it for homework. Y double dash plus 4y dash plus 5y is equal to 3 into e raised to -2x.